So here's what's really interesting. There's a lot of discussions that are happening right now within Congress, and nobody really knows what's going to happen moving forward. Now, I want to address some vaccine news. I want to address some food shortages, and I also want to talk a little bit about the debt ceiling and what some are saying regarding Social Security and Medicare. And guess what? It's not Social Security that needs instant reform. It is actually Medicare. Now, let's get right down to it. The big news that came out just yesterday is that Bill Gates has made over $500 million off of vaccines. Yet, he said in a group in Australia, he said that vaccines are not effective. They don't work. That they didn't serve their purpose. Their purpose was to ensure that this virus wasn't transmissible. It didn't do that. It made it where if you got it, if you contracted the virus, then essentially you might have to go to the hospital, but it would be less severe. That was really all it was. The other news, this is big news, and I want to know what you think of this as well, is the FDA is working towards a yearly vaccine. Yeah, yearly. Now, children and the elderly can actually go and get multiple doses. There'll be smaller doses, and you can go and get multiple, booster shots. But what's interesting about this is that you don't even have to go and get the actual shot. You can go and bypass the shot and get the booster. It's interesting, but I want to know your thoughts on that. Do you think this is something that is being forced on the American people? Do you think this is being forced on people around the country, around the world? Because that is what it's looking likely, is that you know, and again, I know a lot of people bring this up as well, is it's going to be very similar to the flu. It's going to be very similar to a flu shot. Yes, it is, and it probably will be. But does that mean every single year we're going to go and get the flu shot and a COVID shot? Are they going to tell us that we need to go get both? Or are they going to put the two together? They can put the two shots together, and so you only get one. What's going to happen? Well, I don't know what's going to happen, but what I can tell you is we've kind of seen this coming. We knew when the first shot came out, okay, let's go and get it. It's a little bit rushed, but maybe we should go and get it. And then it was, okay, after 3 to 4 months, you probably need a booster. You should go and get that booster, okay, to make sure that you can fight off any virus. Well, there's an issue there, because when do you stop? When do you stop getting that booster? Because if it's a booster, you go and get it every 4 to 6 months, whatever it is, maybe a year, but when does it stop? It may not ever stop. So, I want to know your thoughts on that. Do you think that's somewhat fishy? Or do you think this was planned from the beginning? Also, let's talk a little bit about food shortages. I've been getting a lot of questions from people about this. Somebody sent me a picture. I don't know if it's theirs. Okay, it looks like it's from another company. I don't know if it's theirs. I don't know if I can even share it. But they said that it looks like companies are hoarding food. Now, in this picture, and the only reason why I'm not going to share it is because first, I haven't asked to see if I could. The second reason why I'm not going to share it is because it gives the company's name on the side of a truck. Okay. Now, they said that this company is hoarding food. Like, they have pallets and pallets of food. They have trucks full of food that they should be sending out. But if they do that, the price will come down. So guess what they're doing? They're hoarding it. It's shocking. Well, in most cases, most years, I'd be shocked. But this year, not so much. This is almost expected. They also say, yes, eggs are in short supply. But the same thing's going on there. That really what's happening is companies are just not sending out their products. They're not sending out their goods because why would they need to? Why should they send out all their products when prices are going to go up? I addressed this back with cars back in 2020 and 2021, really 2021. And I talked about this, that car prices are going up. And everyone said it was the chip shortage, which granted there was a chip shortage and still kind of is. But the big thing, why would a car manufacturer manufacture more vehicles, which their costs will only increase, when they could actually produce less, keep their costs lower, but because there's a shortage, they can actually increase the price and they can make more money, right? It just makes sense. And so again, regarding food, prices are going to continue to go up. Let's talk about this debt ceiling for a second. I've been touching on this for a little bit, and really the main reason why I've been talking about this is because even if we get negotiations to start tomorrow, which Speaker Kevin McCarthy and President Biden are supposed to talk tomorrow, even if we get these discussions to start, these discussions are pretty much just going to be the beginning. They're going to go on for many months. And that's what we're expecting, that even though negotiations will start, according to Democrats, they want to know exactly how much money the U.S. government has, but we won't know that until after, April 18th, after all the tax returns are filed. That's when we should know. That's when we'll know how much money's coming in, how much revenue. So again, we're still a few months away from that, a couple months away. So lawmakers are also saying that Social Security is struggling. There's a risk that they become insolvent in the near future by 2034. However, they're saying Medicare is the issue. Medicare is struggling. Too much money's going out. That they need to have some type of reform immediately before Medicare runs out of money. They say Medicare is going to run out of money by 2028. Okay, in 5 years. Well, that's the report. But there's also reports saying that Medicare will run out of money much sooner. I don't know how much sooner, but they're saying it will happen much sooner. So, in the debt ceiling negotiations, just understand, Social Security and Medicare, both off the table. Republicans and Democrats have said they are not considering cutting either one of those. But there will be cuts to social spending programs. We just don't know which ones. So, let me know your thoughts on all these things down in the comment section below. As of today, that is what we know. All right? Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.